Hey, how you doing? It's Tuesday again. We're talking new games, and no corn dogs, but I do have a chocolate-covered banana. So this continues our phallic treat summer. So here we go. Top game of the week: 12 minutes. PC, Xbox One, Series S and X. This is a indie game. It's gonna be a lot of indie games this week, where you like replay the last 12 minutes of your life over and over again. It's got James McAvoy and Daisy Ridley. So, it's got celebrities, so it's going to be good. After chocolate over banana, I don't know what I was expecting. We also have sprinkles. Yeah. Greek. Memories of Azure. PC, PlayStation 5, Switch, and Xbox Series X. Humankind is coming on PC. With a Civilization game made by Sega. Well, Zool Redimensioned. It's coming out on PC. It's like a remake of the 90s platformer. It came out on Amiga. Zool. You guys remember Zool? Zool in the Nth Dimension, or whatever it was called. Right, it's coming out. Arietta of Spirits. PC. PS4, Switch, Xbox One. Looks like an indie Zelda game. Same fucking bullshit you see all the time. Might be good though. Finally, Madden NFL 22 coming out this week. For all you Madden heads out there. PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series S and X. Come on. There we go. Ports. Space Invaders. Invincible. This has 11 different Space Invaders games, including the 4 that came out last December. So if you bought that, you messed up. Coming out on Switch. Ghost of Tsushima, the Director's Cut, or whatever it's called, Special Edition. PS4, PS5. This is its debut on the PS5. So, an already beautiful game, so it'll keep it better. That's a fantastic game, by the way. If you never played Ghost of Tsushima, check it out. It is by far one of the best games on the PS4 maybe ever made. It's good. It's good. It's really good. I guess there's also an expansion coming with it called Iki Island. So if you want new content, you got that too. Expansions. Does anybody remember the game Mortal Shell? Because I certainly don't. But the Virtuous Cycle is coming out for that. PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series S and X. Hold on, transferring paper again. Everything else. Ambition, a minuet and power. Coming to PC. Pal Architect. Also coming to PC. Recompile. PC, PS5, Series S and X. Rims Racing. Motorcycle racing game. Coming out on PC. It'll be on consoles later this year. One called The Veil. Shadow of the Crown. On PC and Xbox One. That's all the new stuff this week. Notable titles. 10 years ago, the game Deus Ex Human Revolution came out. PC, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Deus Ex is one of those series that was really influential in the early 2000s. Kind of dropped off in the last few years. Had a sequel. What was it called? Mankind Divided or something like that. Anyway, these were prequels to that original Deus Ex game. It's good. It's like an open world cyberpunk style game, but across different levels. So like, you're on like a map. Like for example, you start off in Detroit, and you do a bunch of shit there. And you go to China, and you do a bunch of shit there. And after that, I assume you go somewhere else. But that's as far as I got. Anyways, pretty good game. It looks kind of shitty now. It's got really dull colors, and it's just very drab. It's not very colorful looking. But I like it. I'd keep playing it if I had the time. So, just check it out. 20 years ago, Armored Core 2, Another Age came out on PS2. Follow-up to Armored Core 2. I think it was a launch title for the PS2. You do more of the same bullshit. You pilot a giant robot. You go on missions. You get money. You upgrade your robot. Go on more missions. That's about it. Lots of hours of content, extra content. It's kind of like an expansion, kind of a sequel. If it came out now, they would just call it like Armored Core 2 Director's Cut. You know, they just add more content to it. You know. Anyway, which is kind of interesting because it came out basically like 10 months after the launch of the first game. So, anyway, pretty good. You should check it out. Can't get it anywhere except on disc, so good luck. 30 years ago, really great console came out with Super Nintendo, made by Nintendo, right? There's their 16-bit system to compete with the Genesis, which was doing really well in the US at the time. The Super Nintendo wouldn't quite reach the same levels of popularity as the Genesis, but obviously Nintendo has lasted much longer than Sega in the console business. What were the launch titles? Well, of course there was Super Mario World, great platformer, one of the best games ever made. F-Zero, a futuristic racer that showed off the Mode 7 capabilities of the Super Nintendo. Pretty neglected now as far as the franchise goes, but Captain Falcon keeps showing up in Smash Brothers, so I guess that was the representation. Pilot Wings, another game that showcased the Mode 7 of the Super Nintendo. Usually seen as kind of a tech demo game whenever it comes out on a Nintendo system. SimCity, the very popular PC game, had a Super Nintendo version, actually developed and published by Nintendo, which is kind of unique. Another great game. What can I say? SimCity is awesome. And then lastly, the only third-party launch title was Gradius 3, another wonderful shoot 'em up, horizontal scrolling shoot 'em up. I mean, it's great. I mean, these were 5 really solid launch titles. You could have gotten any of these when it came out and been completely happy. Really, my favorites are Mario World and F-Zero. Gradius 3 is right up there. And I didn't play a lot of Pilot Wings growing up. I definitely played a lot of SimCity, but if that was the only game you got with your Super Nintendo, that might be like, Anyway, it's getting kind of long here. This is about to melt, and I'm gonna go. Talk to you later.